And I think we're live. I think we're live. Gotta wait for that little thing to pop up here. See if we're, man, I got spider webs. I walk through, there's a spider grows a web every night. He builds a web right over there, and every morning I walk in here and I don't, it's not coming up. How y'all doing out there? Anybody out there? Oh, I think we got a green dot. We got Sharon Nooner and Karen Engel and Anna Ferrigino. How y'all doing today? It is Wednesday, baby. It is hump day. And, man, hello, Tamara Harrington. How you doing, darling? David Radden, Sandra England, Karen Wilson. How y'all doing? Val Wood, Eric Wolf. Y'all joining in. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Y'all going to have to help me out today. I got a little bit up in my head, but it's been a pretty busy 2 days. I don't know if some of y'all may not have seen the little picture I posted. We found a little kitten that had been abandoned. We waited all day yesterday. Everybody kept eyes on that little spot where he was. He was hollering up for his mama, and mama never showed up yesterday. So we couldn't leave him out there overnight, so we went to the store. Me and mama got some of that powdered kitten milk and a dropper. We got a heating pad out, put it down on low, and now we have a new member of the family, what I call a pita. That's a pain in the ass. We got a little kitten, we got a nurse, and he takes nursing about every hour or so. He wakes up meowing, so you got to give him a little milk. But that, and combined with the fact that I have been reading my book this morning. I didn't get a chance to start it yesterday. I had to go get hay. We found a little critter. There was things going on. We had a nice visit with Miss Deborah. And so this morning I delved into it. I am into chapter 5 right now. No talk of Donnie yet. But very interesting book. It talks about Comey's early childhood, the break-in at his house where he was held at gunpoint, things that forged his life, made him who he is, went through school, got a little bullying, did a little bullying in college, and on up into some of the cases that he has worked on when he was attorney up in attorney up in New York District. In some of the cases that he has prosecuted, Martha Stewart and some mobsters and whatnot. Getting through chapter 4 was a little difficult for me. Anybody that has lost a child, especially an infant, that chapter will be a little difficult to get through. Me and Mama suffered a lot in that same instance, around the same time. So I very much identified with Comey and his wife during chapter 4. So I'm glad I'm through chapter 4. We're going to move into chapter 5 and find out what happened. But I'm going to read the whole cotton picking thing. And like I said, it's a good read. I've been watching him on TV these last few days. Hello, Daddy Amos. How you doing, buddy? I still hold, he's talking a lot of stuff, and what he is saying is absolutely true, that Donald Trump is an immoral asshole who should not be in our house. It's degrading to our country that he is there. But I still don't give him a pass. He keeps telling me that he had no other option but to come out and talk about the investigation into Hillary being reopened, and then 2 days before the election, we didn't find anything. No, I think there was a different avenue he could have picked back then, and maybe we would have had a different outcome. Not a guarantee, but a whole lot of people wouldn't have been listening to his ass 11 days before the election come out and say, well, we found all this stuff and she's back under investigation. That was bullshit. I called it bullshit then, and I call it bullshit now. So there were other avenues that he could have took. How he got into that predicament and the outcome of that, I guess, will be determined later on in the book as far as his side of the story. But up until the date of his firing, we all know what happened. And so we can only look back at what we've seen since then. Do I think he's telling the truth? Yeah, I think he's telling the truth. And he said in one interview there's a lot that he knows that he can't discuss. So he's still knowledgeable of a lot of stuff. Bethy Brown, how you doing, darling? But I've been watching. Like I said, y'all going to have to help me a little bit. My son's over here going to read me some questions and stuff because I have not seen the news this morning outside of Comey answering. I guess Donnie tweeted this morning. I haven't read his tweets yet either. Something about Comey and can't even remember. You know, you ought to bring your iPad down here. That way I could use my iPad for...
Well, that's a good idea.
Looking up information.
Oh, looking up information. I was about to say, well,
yeah.
If you were going to read comments, I was going to read comments, that'd be...
Well, go ahead and read comment, but, if you had your fatherly advice, that's all. Fatherly advice. If you brought your iPad, free my iPad up, I could be looking at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he tweeted out some shit this morning about Comey, and what did Comey say? He said that it's like a bad date. Donnie can't break up from a bad date. Let me see if I can bring up my Twitter feed there, and I can read you what he said this morning. Karen Cormier, how you doing? Joyce Brewer, you are my favorite Texan, darling. I appreciate that very much. I'm sure you don't know too many if I'm your favorite. There's a lot of them. Eva Adams, how you doing over in Germany, darling? Didn't know of those losers. Didn't know about Barbara Bush. Yep. Terribly sorry to hear about Barbara Bush passing away yesterday. No, I did not agree with his politics at all. But Barbara Bush was an outstanding first lady. She showed grace and great public service. And so yeah, it's a sad day. We lost the first lady. And I see where the Obamas and the Clintons are both going to the funeral. I know Melania is going to the funeral, but there's been no mention about Donnie going to the funeral, which my first thought would, please don't. She didn't like you. None of the Bush's family like you. Stay the hell away would be the best advice I could give. Monica Byron, how you doing, darling? I'm still mad at Comey. Yes, I am too, dear. Comey, like I said, could have had a lot of things he could have done. He could have looked into those emails before it comes spouting his mouth about the investigation being reopened and Uma Abar's laptop and all this stuff, making it sound so ferocious, and it was nothing. Well, let's see. No, I hit the wrong button there. Where am I going? I don't know if they Trump. I hate going to him. 50.9 million followers. I like to remind him all the time, Barack Obama has twice that many followers. Thank you very much. Slippery James Comey, the worst FBI director in history, was not fired because of the phony Russia investigation, where, by the way, there was no collusion, all in cap letters, except by the Dems. That was what Donnie tweeted out about, well, it says here 8 hours ago. But we know that's bullshit. He's trying to, like they're talking on the news this morning, that's what I was saying, that they're trying to rewrite history because the idiot can't remember that we have him on tape during the interview with Lester Holt and in the Oval Office with Russians in the Oval Office, Russian spies, when he told them, well, you know, that wacko guy Comey, we got rid of him, and now all that pressure that we had because of the Russia investigation, that's gone, and all that bullshit. And when he was with Lester Holt, he outside say, well, you know, I was thinking about this whole Russia and Trump, you know, he always talks to himself in third person. Asshole. Oh, Lord, I'm telling you, the man is a sick asshole. Evidently, he just tweeted out there's a revolution going on in California. Is there? What's it about, baby? Get rid of Trump? I think it is. So many sanctuary city areas want out of this ridiculous crime-infested and breeding concept. Jerry Brown is trying to back out of the National Guard at the border, but the people of the state are not happy, want security and safety now. We want security and safety now, Donnie. Get your ass out of the damn White House. We'd have a whole lot more safety and security without your ass in there. Constantly coming up with shit that we have to put up with. Anyway, let me get down here where I am, and let's see where I can. Shit. Oh yeah, Tom Brady's the guy that approached Stormy and the cop in the parking lot, evidently, because that's who it looks like to me. The drawing that Stormy Daniel put out there, to me, looks like Tom Brady. But that should not. I think Donnie already tweeted out about that this morning, using that picture, talking about a con job and everything, because, Donnie knows for sure. Yeah, he does. I'm sure he does. So I'm sure Michael Cohen let him know who he sent to maybe do that, allegedly. But that's the shit when the sitting president of the United States is calling for the arrest and jailing of individuals in our communities out here. It's up to Donnie who goes. That's what I'm telling you. If he had his way, he would be the law in this land. He would determine who gets arrested, what they're charged with, if they're guilty or not, and what their sentence should be. Sometimes even without a trial, lock her up and all that crap. The only one that's going to be locked up is Donnie and Donnie's crime family, i.e. his daughter, her son, his sons, and all that shit. Anyway, you ain't got nobody over there. Now you got your iPad?
Yeah, no, I'm getting
all right. There you go. Now we got a whole cut and picking network going on here of information. Gail Dunn, how you doing, darling? Glad to see you stop by. Comey did not make a sound decision on Miss Clinton. No, he did not. He makes me very angry still. I want to hear everything this man's got to say about what happened and his firing and what he knows. But as far as that decision on that day, no. I don't give a shit what kind of explanation he comes with. He shot everybody in the foot that day. And I think he knew what he was doing. And so, you reap what you do there, buddy. You got your ass fired for going after the Russian investigation because he's already pissed off at you anyway. And Stephanie Dean. Donnie can't go. He's playing golf. That's right. He's down at Mar-a-Lago with the Japanese President Abe. Abi. And,
is that his name?
Yeah.
I feel like I should know this shit.
Yes, you should know. My son is ate up with Japanese stuff. They used to get these Japanese crates every month.
Yeah, the Japan crate. They would send over Japanese candy and snack foods and all that other stuff. We used to get it every month, have a good gathering over at the house.
Everybody would come over. All his friends would come over. They'd open up the package. And guess what this says? I don't know. Taste it. Tastes like coconut. Well, it must maybe say coconut somewhere on that list, but...
Dare I say, though, the Japanese make some of the best candy I've ever had.
I don't know. I got sent some from Scotland that was pretty good.
I'm not saying that other candy sucks.
Janet Finley. And the Crook of Devon, Scotland. Maybe I'll lock that stuff in my head. Somebody sends me candy, I remember. I don't remember the people's name. When I think of the person, I remember the candy. When I think of the candy, sometimes I can't remember the person. Bertie Jimenez, how you doing, John? The Orange Menace is getting mighty scared. Blue wave is coming. Barbara Bush says she couldn't imagine any woman voting for Trump. Respected her for that. I love you and yours. Thank you, darling. Y'all take care. Daryl Willard, how you doing, buddy? You need to ask more for Beto. If y'all don't know who Beto is, Beto O'Rourke asked for more support. Buddy, are you shitting me? I wish all of my family would pitch in and send Beto O'Rourke whatever kind of donation you can. That man is on a ride. He's going to take Texas Senate, I believe, and kick Ted Cruz out so fast. I missed him the other day. Speaking of Beto, he went to Mathis. He stopped off at the J&J Cafe over there in Mathis. I think it was the J&J or something over there in Mathis. Mathis is a little town that me and Mama go to HEB at. There is a larger HEB in Corpus Christi. Got everything. Got big store. Mama doesn't like that store. Mama likes the little HEB over in Mathis because it's about an equal distance probably to both. Probably about 10 to 15 miles in each direction to get to an HEB. But Beto O'Rourke was over there at the cafe having breakfast, and I didn't find out about it until after he was gone. It really upset me. I would have really tried to get over there to see him. My plans didn't work out this past weekend because of the high weather we had, and I had some damage here at the house, that in a mess all around this place I had to clean up. And life gets in the way of some things you want to do. But yes, I support Beto O'Rourke. I support Eric Olguin for the 27th district here in Texas for Congress. And there are some events I want to go to. It just timing and funding and all that kind of shit gets in the way sometimes. But I was really sorry I missed Beto, and thank you for bringing him up, because he's not only making a name here in Texas. If y'all haven't noticed, he's been on Bill Maher, he's been on CNN, he's been on a lot of stations. He's making national news the way that man is handling his campaign down here in Texas. And for one, I couldn't be prouder of him for doing it the way he is. And no PAC, no nothing, just basic donations. Catherine Stearns, how you doing? I usually don't catch you live, but I'm here today. I'm glad you are. Been listening to you since the beginning, and I'm wondering if you continue with the political commentary after the orange abomination is gone. I sure hope so. Anyway, howdy from northern Ohio, where we are expecting snow tomorrow. I've been up in your area, darling. I've been up to Lima, Ohio. A couple of years ago, like I think I mentioned the other day, I had to drive a hot shot load up there. Some oil field equipment. I didn't even know y'all had refineries and stuff up there, but y'all sure do. And took a load up there. I very much enjoyed my trip up to northern Ohio. And what was the question he asked?
I'm replying to comments right now.
Oh, okay,
so
okay,
I'm
okay.
getting...
Okay. Yes, am I going to continue? After we get Donnie the dumbass out. Well, of course, because we have to get rid of Pitiful Pence after him. Because I wholeheartedly believe if you think that little prick doesn't know all the shit that's going on, then he's either too ignorant to be president, or he's just as much complicit in all this shit as Donnie is. I don't want Mike Pence in there. I don't want Jesus whispering in his ear what he's got, what law to pass today. That man scares the hell out of me, and I will work my ass off against him. I found a niche. This has riled my ass up. Not just Donnie. It's the Republican Party that has riled my ass up, that allows that kind of shit into their political system. They grasp it. They love it. They hold it up and they praise it. Everything from white supremacist neo-Nazis to just outright thieves. And no, I don't want. I will work forever for a democratic country in our nation, because it's the only one that works, baby. It's the only one that takes care of the people. The other ones are just there to steal as much money as they possibly can. And like I said, in the off years, they'll try to convince as many people as they can that they are conservative Republicans and they are concerned about the future of our country and how much debt we're giving to our grandchildren and all. Excuse me.
Did you not bring your tea down there?
No, I didn't get my tea. I didn't grab it. I had my hands full. Anyway, darn, cough and forget where you were. Tammy Duckworth had her baby last week. Yes, she did, Janda Shedler. First sitting senator to have a baby, and that's pretty neat. We wish her the best. Tammy Duckworth is an example of a proud Democrat, and defeats that whole premise that the Republicans always try to use, that they are the party of patriotism and Americanism and all that stuff that's holy and good, and that's bullshit. It is the people on the left, it is progressive Democrats that hold the values that we've always held in this country. Those that we have to fight for every damn day, equality and taking care of our citizens in a better way. That's the Democratic Party. What is the Republican Party? Screw you, I want some more money. How can I get some? Raise the taxes? Give me a tax cut. All that kind of shit. That's what the Republicans are doing. Anytime they're in the office, that's all they do. Anyway, Pence is creepy. You're right, Monica, he is. I've always said Mike Pence is one of them guys that has practiced every look he has. Whatever discussion he's having, if it's a serious discussion, he's practiced that. If it's heartfelt, well, he's got a face for that. If it's stern, well, he's got that He's practiced every one of them looks in the mirror 100,000 times, I guarantee you. You can just see it in him. Gina Millwood. Yes, you are awesome. Thanks for fighting the lying, corrupt Trump. And thank you, darling. I'm not that awesome. I'm just dumb enough to turn on my camera and let everybody see me. I reckon I have enjoyed doing this. So we have gathered a hell of a family. And I am so proud of the names I see flow by and the people that have engaged me and sent me all of this stuff. Candy too. So
who was it who sent that? What was it?
What are you doing eating my candy?
Well,
they sent this candy to me.
Like, yeah, but then you turn to me and go, "Hey, try this." So it's your fault.
My fault.
It is.
I share.
What was it?
I'm an idiot.
It was good. It was like apple or something. It was like those little.
Oh, apple cutlets.
Yeah, I think
apple cut. That came from.
That stuff was good.
It's up in Washington State or Oregon. I can't remember. I think it's Washington or out near the border. And thanks a lot. I can't remember the name. That's terrible. I got names all through my head, but sometimes I can't connect. Barbara Harwell, how you doing? All thanks to Travis. Thanks, Travis. I keep telling him, poke your head over here and say hello.
Wait, what did I do, though?
Well, I don't know. You did something over there doing stuff.
I'm hitting buttons, but I mean, I'm trying my best hitting buttons.
Linda Cabero, you saw the kitten, darling? It's a little tiny thing. Ain't even got its eyes open yet. But it's strong. It's got a good, strong meow, and it's trying to crawl all over the place. So I got high hopes he's going to make it, but we have looked for Mama. We have put him out there and watched to see if Mama would come, and I don't know. Mama didn't show up, so it's up to us. We'll do it, though. We'll get him through it. Well, we don't know if it's him or her yet.
Tamara Harrington has a question for you.
Huh?
What kind of candy do you like?
What kind of candy do I like?
Okay, here we go. Here we go, people.
Sweet candy. That's just about the size of it. Are you shitting me? Candy's candy. I have a little bag of bite-sized paydays that I like. I eat a payday.
You eat pretty much anything that comes in your way.
Yeah, if it's candy, like, darling, I eat it.
If it's like a chocolate bar, you eat paydays. You have
the jelly I get from LeMay's Hacienda out in Colorado, I think. And I can't remember that name either. That's good jelly. It's hot jelly. It's made with peppers. I enjoy that stuff.
That stuff's good on crackers.
It's good on crackers. It's good on. I like to put a little dab of it on my sausage patty when I eat breakfast in the morning.
Oh, I never thought of doing that.
Had a great breakfast this morning, thanks to Miss Deborah again, along with the book and breakfast that she brought yesterday morning. She also brought 18 eggs from her chickens, the first eggs that her chickens have laid. I used to have a mess of chickens, but they all, one by one, they were sacrificed to the raccoons, and that's a terrible sound. It's a terrible situation when you're trying to. We just had too many raccoons to keep chickens anymore, so we don't have. I miss my fresh eggs. Miss Deborah had got some chickens over there where she's living right now, and brought us some eggs, and they were so small. I had to have 5 of them this morning. Mama had 2. Mama usually only eats 1 egg in the morning, but they're so small yet that I had to have 5 of them. But and then yesterday I bought some fresh jalapenos at the store, so I diced them up in the potatoes and cooked them, and then picked them all out for Mama, and they were still too hot. The potatoes were still too hot. She ate all of them, those. They were good, but Mama doesn't like things as hot as I do, and I just raked all them jalapenos over to my plate. I
want to go on record saying Dad makes a really mean breakfast.
I am the breakfast guy. I cook breakfast every morning. I like a nice, good. It's the meal that gets your day going.
You can make a really damn good omelet.
I like to make omelets. I like to cook, but Mama does the evening cooking, and I'm too busy to get out there. Y'all too cute, Val Wood said. Are you shitting me? I'm cuter than him. Well.
You're reading
you can't see him, so I can say anything I want. Yeah, I'm much more handsome than. No, I'm not. He is very handsome. Stick your head over here.
Huh? No,
Stick your head over here and say hello. That's right. Give them what they want. Hello, Candy Guidry. Not from me. I eat food before I can get it in the mail. I eat food before I get it. That's right. That's probably me. I'm going to get this and mail it to so-and-so. And then I get it home and say, oh, well, so-and-so don't need that. I'll eat that up.
You know, the whole chat's talking about candy.
Huh.
Candy.
Candy's talking about candy. Candy. I know her. Candy's partial of her Mexican food and her margaritas. On Wednesday night, it's a religious event there, and I'm mighty proud of her following her religion religiously. So, I took old Maestro a jug of moonshine the other day. My brother in Tennessee occasionally came down and occasionally brought moonshine with him. I'm sure he bought it something legal way, but sometimes they have that apple pie moonshine, but this stuff was just regular moonshine, and I took a jug of it over to Maestro the other day, and so Maestro, take it easy on that shit, buddy. You got to be careful with that stuff. Anyway, Dusty Taylor, call the kitten blue. Oh, that's a good idea. We could call the kitten blue. It's a little blue dot. It's a tiny little thing. I was so worried it's not going to make it, but this morning, hey, Jerry Wallace, Heath bars are my favorite. They're pretty good, buddy. I like them things. A little tough on the teeth there. They're kind of hard to chew. Payday, my favorite candy bar for real. Joyce Brewer. See, she knows good candy, baby. I like. I got me a bag of hot peanuts in the shell, or spiced up hot, I guess. Got them at Tractor Supply the other day. They were pretty good. Just not hot enough. They were mildly hot, and they said on the package it's hot. Well, shit. They didn't know what hot was. Anyway, Belinda Hoover, Mexican candy, gonna send me some, baby. They got that at HEB occasionally. I've had some, and it's delicious stuff. It's hard to describe. It's I like that coconut bar thing with the. I like that. Darling, you send me candy, I'm going to eat the candy. That's all there is to it. Candy does not last long around here. I do have one son, my other son. He's upstairs with Mama. Tyler. Tyler likes candy. He just doesn't like chocolate.
No. You know, and that's the thing.
He doesn't like chocolate.
He doesn't like chocolate, and when we're
trying to get him out of the Communist Party as soon as we can, but you know, what do you do?
The funniest thing is, though, is when we used to get those Japan crates.
Yeah.
You know, they like chocolate too. So
everybody likes chocolate.
But
who don't like chocolate?
We made it a pact that every single person in the room, we would eat everything, no matter how weird it would get, and sometimes it got pretty interesting.
They send some strange things over in Japan.
Tyler would have to eat all the chocolate. If he was a trooper, he'd do it, but boy, he would just be
They play a game, though, that I will not participate in.
Oh, no, I don't play that shit. I've been forced into it.
Y'all played it before.
Oh, I played
What's them jelly beans? What's they called?
Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard about Bean Boozled. My kids and their friends would get over here, and when they first found this thing, they said, oh, look at this. What is it? That's Bean Boozled, Dad. You want to play? Well, what is it? Well, you spin this, and you get to pick a jelly bean to eat. Well, what's up with the jelly beans? Well, it might be sweet, or it might taste like dog crap, or some other vile, disgusting taste in your mouth, and it's game a chance with them.
To be clear, there's no. I mean, the worst of it was skunk spray, and I'm glad I never got that. But no, it's terrible. Don't ever try Bean Boozled. It sucks.
Eric Olgain is doing great up here. We're going to have a special election coming up pretty soon. And Belinda Hoover, thank you for asking. Eric has been hitting the pavement out here lately, and Lord have mercy. I want to go do a lot of things, and it seems like there's always a roadblock. Anyway, Candy, we keep talking about Candy, but we're not talking about you, Candy. We're talking about Candy.
That's what I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking a lot about Candy today.
You're a popular person, Candy. Don't you know that? Candy is our lead admin over on John Bredebo Speaks, Blue Dot Family. If you have not joined the family, you need to get right over there and join up. Like that page and follow what they're doing over there. Because Candy Guidry and the rest of the staff over there, Joe Riddle, Monica Orr, and Kat Bell, are doing a bang-up job over there. Every day they're posting stuff out there that's either funny or makes you go, hey, look at this shit. Oh, Lordy! Richard Anderson, John, have you been to Nebraska? I have been to a part of Nebraska. Trying to remember my exact route when we went to... we were on our way doing a whole loop right after my retirement in 2001. And we're leaving Indiana and Ohio area, going to Rapid City, South Dakota to go to Mount Rushmore. And we passed through a little piece of Nebraska, but so I can't really say, no, I haven't been to Nebraska. I've been kind of through a little piece of it, I think. But I've been through Iowa, and Iowa has a lot of farm field, buddy. But Iowa has the best rest areas I've ever seen anywhere. Every one of them had a security guard out there riding around on his little motor scooter and protecting the people as they stopped, even in the middle of the night. They were the absolute cleanest things you ever seen. It's like walking into a Buc-ee's almost. And so Iowa's got some fantastic roadside parks, I guess. Polish candy. I've never had Polish candy, Jan Schindler. What's the difference between Polish candy and... Well, there's a lot of difference because I found that out over in Scotland. My Scottish candy came and that was different because it was hard to judge what it was. What was it? A tablet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little candy bar, but a tablet, you ask them, hey, you got a tablet? Well, sure, got one right here. What do you want to write on? That's a tablet. But over in Scotland, a tablet is a candy bar. And so there's things you learn. Monica has a thing for Belgium chocolate. I am not prejudiced, darling. I like my chocolate from Belgium, from America, from France. I like chocolate. I am not a racist against chocolate, baby. I don't care where the chocolate comes from. I like all chocolate just like I like all people. And so it doesn't matter what brand you are. I like you. Jerry Wallace, my daughter got me to play that. Oh, that Joe, you ate the Bamboozle. Which one did you get, Jerry? Because there's one of them called Puke, and there's one called
Skunk Spray.
Skunk Spray. Oh, the skunk spray smelled like it. My kids are here. Dad, eat this. Ain't no way. I smell that shit. You got tricked, buddy. Man. Stephanie Dean, and I don't like chocolate ice cream. Oh, that's too bad. Now, I'll tell you what. Chocolate, I guess, when I was younger, I didn't much care for chocolate bars. If it had a chocolate coating on a chocolate candy bar, on a candy bar like a Snickers, well, okay. Chocolate by itself, I didn't particularly like, but as I grew older, my taste evolved, I guess, and I like all chocolates, and that's the way life ought to be, I guess. But it's probably not my favorite. My favorite, probably ice cream, I haven't had in a long time, is probably pistachio. I haven't had that in a long, long time. Mama's favorite ice cream is vanilla.
Yeah, just straight up vanilla.
Yeah, straight up vanilla. Oh no, you got grass clipping, Jana Chandler. One of the
grass clippings.
Weird
because it tastes what it smells like. You smell a freshly cut lawn, it tastes just like that. It's weird.
That's that bean boozle. Is what kind of jelly bean can you? Well, I'm sorry to hear you played that.
I never had puke. I can safely say that. Tyler, though, on the other hand.
Oh Lord, my other son tried it. Tyler and Tyler, well, they're like my two sons, Tyler and my other son, Tyler. They both get into daring themselves eat this Carolina hot pepper or eat this bean right here. They'll try to challenge each other into eating something. Anytime they come around, no, I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. If you're asking me to eat something, no, there's a catch there, baby. I'm already onto your game already. Omaha is a nice city. Barbara Harwell. I've been, my main time up in the Midwest, I guess, or in the central part of the country, was when I was working for the Army on repairing helicopters, and they sent me to Rock Island, Illinois, to go to the Army Management College up there, and so I spent some time up there in the I think they call it the Quad City area or something like that, and I enjoyed it up there. People were really hospitable. Everywhere I've been, though, people are. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. If you're a sociable kind of person, there's people going to treat you right no matter where you go. Don't ever think you're going to come down here to Texas and just because you're liberal, somebody's going to be mean to you. We don't know you're liberal, but we'll recognize an asshole when we see one. So just don't act like an asshole, just like anywhere else. And then people here and anywhere else will be very friendly and helpful. Some of the people we met on our trip, though, I'll never forget. I can't remember some of their names, but the incidences that happened along the way were just heartwarming. So many places in this country.
I think the one that stands out to me the most was that cop that stayed with us in the Painted Desert when we broke down that one time.
Oh yeah, going across the desert out in Arizona or New Mexico. I think we had crossed into Arizona, and all of a sudden one of the leaf springs on my trailer just broke. Boom! Trailer went down on the ground, and boy, we're stuck out in the middle of nowhere, and it's about 120 miles to Flagstaff for the nearest part. And we called Good Sam. They were supposed to send a. We waited for hours and hours and hours and hours, and
the officer kind of like came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. He was there, so the officer responded quickly and stayed with us the whole time until we got the tow truck never came. Ended up having to get up under there and tie the axle up off the deck and drag it to the next exit where we parked it. And me and Mama and the kids drove on to Flagstaff, got the part, came back. Ooh, black raspberry ice cream, Linda Cabero. Ooh, that just made me go, wow. Got the part, came back and fixed it with the help of an Indian fellow that lived nearby right there, and it was an unfortunate incident, but a lot of good people helped us right there when we were stranded out in the middle of the desert. So there are good people no matter where you go.
It's kind of funny that we can say that.
But there's bad people too, because on that same night before that cop got there, I was up on top of this little sand thing trying to get a connection with my cell phone, and these two dudes pulled up in a car wanting to ask my wife and my kids down there if they could help. But my wife was getting real nervous about them being down there, and when I walked down the hill and I said, well, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we just got off the phone with the police. They're on their way. Boom, baby, they took off in a heartbeat. So, yeah, that was a little scary. They were acting a little suspicious there when family like us broke down out in the middle of I'd be the wrong guy to mess with, though. I don't go easily into any good night, baby. Anyway, good people no matter where you go. Wow, the snoozeberries taste just like snooze.
Oh, the snozberries.
Snozberries. What's a snozberry?
Have you not seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
The snozberries
probably taste like snozberries.
Oh, tastes like snozberries.
Very legendary quote from that movie. Good movie. I don't remember it too well.
Yeah.
It's been years, but it's a good movie.
Cat Bell. Delma, I don't think he tokes, but I do. Hello, Cat Bell. What are you toking up on there, girl? It's not the weekend. Y'all be careful now. It's hump day, baby. What are you doing there, girl? We still got a few days to get through. What I tell you, if your mama if you didn't bring enough for everybody, they make pistachio gelato. Gelato? I haven't had that either, darling, but I like pistachio. I haven't had it in years and years and years, so I can't even hardly remember the last time I had it. Little ice cream shop, I think. Anyway, pineapple and Haagen-Dazs. Coconut and pineapple. What a mix. Anyway, that was Bao. Love pistachio ice cream and mint chocolate chip. I'm not too much into mint.
What?
Well, I do. I like my York peppermint patties.
I was about to say.
I like York peppermint because it gives me the feeling that I've just,
yeah, those commercials.
Those commercials, yeah. My favorite commercials on TV happen to be the Subaru commercials with them dogs, with the labs driving around over in the car and all that stuff. Those are my favorite commercials. Every time I see one of those commercials, I perk up. I told Mom if we ever get rich, maybe I might buy one of them cars because I like the dog commercials. Dog certified, dog approved, and I love that one. Well, anyway, I like dogs. We love dogs. We love animals. That's how I ended up with a kitten with eyes open yet, and we're going to have to nurse him until he does. Richard Anderson, love Texas. We're so proud, baby, because I love it too. I love Texas. I've been down here just about all my life, and but anywhere you go is home. People are comfortable where they're at. My brothers live up in Tennessee. It's beautiful up in there. There's beautiful places everywhere you go. There's beauty in every state, every little county you come to. Except farm fields, which they have their own beauty. And besides that, they feed us. Focus, John. I'm trying to, darling. Oh, Lordy. Let me see. Stephanie Dean had visited Texas. Houston, Galveston. Brother-in-law was stationed there. He lives in Humble, Texas. That's up by Houston, I think. Yes, it is. There's hardly a place in Texas that I haven't been to, especially when I was hot-shotting. Down here in the oil fields in South Texas, there's not a back road. I used to joke to people that I laughed every time I saw one of these people who got busted coming through the checkpoints, and there's 3 or 4 of them down around this area coming in from Mexico, with a load of pot. Oh, look at this guy. Look at he's got 20 pounds of pot right there in his car coming through the checkpoint. Got busted. Are you shitting me, you idiot? You should be busted because you're stupid. Because I used to say there's plenty. I could drive from my house all the way to the border of Mexico and back to my house without seeing a checkpoint or border patrol or anybody else. They just don't work in the oil field and don't know the back ways, I guess, but it just tickles me. If they had a map, find your way around that shit, you wouldn't have that problem. But not that I'm circumventing the law or anything, or would, but it just tickles me that, Jesus Christ, are you stupid? You know it gets busted there all the time.
What is it?
Demma Maxwell, good people do smoke marijuana. That's not what Jeff Sessions said. Jeff Sessions would argue with you. Of course, Jeff Sessions is an asshole, so I'm on your side, darling. Good people do smoke. And it should be legal across this country, every state. How are you shitting me? How can you smoke it in Colorado and then come into Texas and, oh my God, they'll lock your ass up for that shit? There's a problem in our country when that shit happens, and that's where we're at now. And until this whole country just gets off this damn ass of oh, it's an evil weed. Hell, they just seen a drug that's being approved. They have a pill coming out now, and don't get excited. It's not a THC pill, but it's a CBD pill, and it's for children who the CBD and the plant affects young children with epilepsy. I'm sure y'all seen the stories and whatnot. It's very helpful to people with medical problems. And so they're getting an approval for that. And the FDA gave it a thumbs up. And that's like saying, oh, the marijuana plant does have medicinal value. And so, you know, it's another step on the ladder. But the government is going to drag their ass, and the states are too. Those that make a lot of money off of it. And Texas is one of them, baby. Sweet corn is grown in Nebraska and Iowa. Well, I'm thankful of that, baby, because we eat a lot of sweet corn. We grow a little bit down here in Texas, but yeah, no, that's when we were traveling across Iowa. One of the things I was catching my kids, they'd be in the back seat looking around. I'd be driving up at the front.
Hey, look!
Hey, look! And the kids would just perk up and go, what? Corn. I'd wait another 45. Oh, look at that. What? Corn. Iowa, thank goodness, grows a lot of corn. They're not too happy with Donnie right now because they're getting hit with some unhappy trading partners that want to go elsewhere to buy their grain, and that's not good. But don't worry, Donnie knows what he's doing. Right. Are you shitting me? Anyway, how much we got into this? About 43 minutes. That's about the time we've been running. Karen, you can make a drink peppermint patty with hot chocolate. Oh, yes. Oh, and peppermint schnapps. I had peppermint schnapps. As a matter of fact, I think I might still have some. You can tell how often we drink it if I still have some. That's very popular. I first tasted it when we had some friends from, I want to say Indiana, North Indiana or something. I got tickled the first time I met this lady because she said the word didn't. Instead of down here we say didn't. He just didn't do that. And she would say, well, he didn't do that. And she would put that D in there, and it's just another accent from another district. But I would just go, say that again? Didn't. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, make fun of her. And I'm sure plenty of people are out there making fun of the way I sound. Because I've heard myself. I don't sound like this to me. I swear I don't. I had to get a piece of chocolate since we were talking about candy. Oh, Tamara, we're sorry, baby. Hand some over. Push some through the wire here, Tamara. Anyway, that's about all I got. I guess I ought to get out of here and go tend to my little furry baby upstairs and give him another thimbleful full of... It's hard to get that little sucker to take the little dropper there. Once he finds it, though, and he latches on, man, he'll suck that little dropper just dry on a heartbeat. And so we looked it all up, got a little wet cotton ball to stimulate his butt there. So that's what the book says. Got to stimulate his little butt so he shits, so we don't have no problems there. So we got all that stuff doing, and for a kitten that size, we got enough powdered kitten milk to last us for the next 10 years, I think. That stuff's not cheap either. Oh, you want to save a kitten? Well, we have this stuff here, and it's just really expensive. Yeah, well...
That's America.
Yeah, a lot of it is. It's a specific item. Anytime you're going for a particular thing, well, then that's going to cost you. But that's all right. Little baby's worth it. Ita Baby. All of them are called Ita Baby. And my dogs, my cats, all Ita Babies. Because they are. They're all my babies. Gina Chanley. Yes, Humble is north of Houston, but for some reason it's pronounced Humble. Go figure. Go figure. Gina's up by Houston. Gina is, she sent us the pumpkin. Mama really loves that pumpkin, Gina. She tells more people about that than anything else. But Gina has sent us several things, but that's just one of them. Eva Adams, thank you very much. Quinnipiac poll just came out today. The closely watched U.S. Senate race in... I don't know, Eva. I can't see the rest of your question, baby. We have to watch all the races. Any race from now on until we wash all this crap out of this House, out of our Senate, out of the House of Representatives, all of it. Get all that shit out so we can move our country forward and return it to working for the people instead of trying to denigrate everything that the people are asking for. And that's all is... That's all. Every time I think that, I just can't think of anything but Scott Pruitt and the EPA. It just pisses me off so bad because those are regulations and things that they jerked out of there that are going to destroy things that are not going to be easy as just going back and rewriting the law. No, once they dump shit in the rivers and once they do this polluting or that polluting, you can't go back and take it back so easy. And that really pisses me off because I was so proud of the movement that created the EPA, the people of this country and the world that started paying attention to, hey, don't be pouring your shit into the river I swim in and all that kind of crap. And now we have an administration that's doing its best to destroy everything it ever did, and it just pisses me off. Anyway, she used to do that with bales of hay. Miranda Fuku?
You know Miranda.
Oh, that's Miranda.
Miranda.
Oh, that comes over here?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Miranda. I didn't know your last name, darling. I don't know. My son recognized you. Thank goodness. You come back out here anytime. We have a group of kids that come out here. Kids. Jeez, I call them kids still. They're all in their 20s now. They've all grown up. And what did she used to do with bales of hay? She says, I used to do that with bales of hay, but I can't remember what I must have
Miranda
said.
said that?
Yeah.
I must have missed that comment. Hey,
yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah, she said I used to do that, but I must have said something. See? You go live, you don't know, you mess up, and you start making goofs. Anyway, I guess
I'll... go that far in, I don't know.
We don't know. Now we'll have to figure it out after everything gone is what you were talking about. Greg Talbert! We used to call. How come I'm almost... How you doing, Bob? I hope you and Tom Walls are keeping those roads hot out there, baby. Greg's got a wicked-looking bike. Oh, it's just ridiculous. It's disgusting. He should not have that shit. You should give it to me. And Greg's got a mean-ass bike, buddy, I'll tell you. I
talk about him and his bike at least once.
I got a thing. I was supposed to have a Harley riding in the wind now in my part of life, and it didn't happen. I'm happy, though. Don't. But I just...
you like your truck,
I just hate anybody with a Harley Davidson. They can kiss my ass. No, I'm not saying that. Anyway, I got a good friend of mine. Owns 4 of them, I'm telling you. When they get them, they hoard them. Anyway, Greg, we used to call peppermint schnapps mouthwash with a buzz, buddy. I don't know if anybody ever knows it. There was a mouthwash called Tips. Tips mouthwash had a large content of alcohol in it. Came in a very small bottle. I can't tell you how much of that stuff I drank because the only alcohol that we could get where I was that. And there was no other option. If you wanted a little buzz, that was the only way you were going to get it, is drink this mouthwash, because somebody screwed up and they gave it to us in our little ditty bag, and you could go back and get more mouth shut. Anyway, I was in a place where they rationed it out, but that stuff would get you buzzed, I'm telling you. But peppermint schnapps, it tasted a lot like that. Your mouth sure did have nice, good, minty, fresh breath. Yeah, anyway, I guess I'll let y'all go. I enjoy this so much. I'm sorry I didn't have all the news down in my head today. So much going on. I want to go back up, finish reading the book. I want to get into the part where Comey starts calling Donnie the dick and asshole and stuff like that, so I can read more about that. Mama wants to get after it after I get done with it, so Mama's trying to preoccupy herself and not look at what I'm reading over there. But it's a great read. I recommend anybody to it, and it's going to tell us about James Comey's life, and I want to read the rest of what he has got to say. But, like I said, I don't forgive him for shit for what he did to Hillary Clinton 11 days before the election. That's just bullshit. I don't give a shit what he comes up here and says, that he didn't see another path, another door. I saw a door. Look into the emails and find out that they didn't have anything on them before you opened your mouth. But so that part of it, I don't give him no slack on. The rest of it, I'm going to listen to him. He did what he did, and baby bottle is good for feeding kittens. It's got to be a teeny tiny baby bottle, Belinda Hoover. Mama wanted to go try to find a little, because we're doing it with a dropper, and I think a little nipple type thing would do where he could suck more. The dropper runs out, and we got to go reload it. By the time you reload it, it's hard to get it back in his little mouth again. But y'all don't worry. We're gonna keep this little guy alive, and because that's who we are. That's what we do. I'm sure any one of y'all would do the same thing. It's a baby, and we got to take out. My dogs are all over there looking at it like they're all like, "What's going on, Dad? It's a baby." Anyway, I regress. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. John Brittlebo, Blue Dot in Texas. Turn your light on and shine it every day, baby. Shine it anywhere you can. John Brittlebo on Facebook. John Brittlebo Speaks, Blue Dot Family. Go by there and give Candy and Joe and Kat and Monica a thumbs up over there. Join the group and get involved in your local politics. And, I got to go up and read a story, something, because I'd seen a little thing, the real reason why Blake Barenthal quit when he did. I got to go investigate that, because I've said there was some reason he abruptly went out the door, and I want to find out what it was. Anyway, Gina, yes, she does love that pumpkin, baby. Y'all take care. What'd I forget? Hey, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. And on Twitter look, it's all going down there at the bottom. I forgot about that. It's live. Y'all got all the addresses down there. Yep. I haven't seen if I got mail. I got to wait a couple of days to go down and get my mail, because I went down there to get my mail, and the mailbox is locked. Uh-oh. That means that, it's time to pay your bill. And so I got to go down there and pay the bill at the post office so I can open it up and get my mail out. But we'll have to wait for payday to that. So if you sent me something and you haven't seen me display it yet, I got to wait a few days till I get that payment to pay the ransom on the postal service there. Anyway, Eva Adams, you take care of yourself, darling, over in Germany. We are so glad to have you and Iris Vigilante over there. And I remember Ava lives in Berlin. I keep forgetting where Iris is. It's a longer name. Udenberg just comes to me. Y'all take care, and love y'all so much. Rolanda Baker out in Arizona, darling, I see you there. Rolanda's big out there. She's active, so we're always glad she's here too. Y'all have a good day, and shine your blue light, baby. Let them know you're a Democrat. Let them know you're on the good side, and we'll see y'all later. See you on Friday if I can find my little arrow here. Oh, there's my little arrow. We'll see y'all on Friday. Take care. Bye.